Hello, hello. It is time for, according to the Discord of the Nushitsuri community, that this is the first time this is actually going to be run at a marathon. So yeah, without further ado, let me delete my save file that I just used to try out the game real quick, and I would say, heck, we are ready, I guess. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. So at the start here, we have a short little cutscene where I have to mash through. The text actually scrolls faster for each text box on its own if you hit the A or B button a few times. So you actually have to mash quite a bit here for the first 25 seconds. So this is a fishing game. It's from the Nushitsuri. This is the exactly same RNG that I got when I was trying. This is not good. I don't like this. So yeah, this is a fishing game. Our main target is to get, well, the River King. That's why it's called Legend of the River King. I have to go somewhere else here. I don't like this cat. We're gonna get to that part in a bit, because there are enemies that you can face. One of them is the cat. There we go, we have our first fishy. This is a roach. We need the roach to trade it in a trade quest. We will get a watch for that. Watch is very important. You can change the time of day at will. Which we will kind of abuse for a little bit of a... It's not a glitch, it's more of kind of an oversight to farm money later on. Okay, and here we have the S-eel. I think it's just a sea eel. I cannot with the names. They are abbreviated and they are sometimes a little bit weird. As you will see with the spearfish later on. But yeah, we're gonna get this fishy. It's also used for a trade quest here on the first map on the lake. And we're gonna go on. Here, get the trades done. First of all, this old man, he has gotten hooked to the internet. There's a guy who wants the roach and trade it for another fish. So he gives us his watch. And now we go to the boat guy here. For the low price of an S-eel. No, I did not want to go into that menu. We got a souped up canoe, which we will immediately use. We're gonna go back where we were. Okay, cat, you can now appear. I don't mind. Because the fishies are where they belong. The problem is, with all of these encounters, these animal encounters can actually steal your fishies. Which is a very big problem if you do these kind of quests, especially with later on quests, or more so the fish-offs that we have. Oh no. I would like to run. Thank you, game. This is not... this is fine, actually. So for the fights, we try to actually dodge them, especially that early on. Because we need a lot of health for actually dealing damage. Here we just picked up some flowers before, the pinks. These foxes apparently make some contests with each other for transforming into different things. I don't really get what's the thing behind that, but probably something Japanese mythology. Because foxes can actually transform into other things there. And we get a tofu for that guy getting the pink and winning that duel there. And this ogre, which actually is a fox, wants to have that tofu. And we are through the first map. We are in the stream now. We talk to this guy. Also, the music in this game is gorgeous for the fact that it's so old. It's an actual Game Boy game, not a Game Boy Color game. It just has the chip like that the games had, which are like kinda in between, so that it actually has color and SGB enhanced stuff. So here we are picking some violets. We will need 1 for a quest and 2 for selling. This girl here lives in a flower shop, is surrounded by roses all the time. So she wants to see other flowers, and we give her the violets for some roses. We will do that for an extended amount of time later on, because the roses are the best source, or the fastest source of money. But first off, we go to this boy here, who is totally into that girl and wants to have roses to give it to her. Because she's apparently into roses, because she's surrounded by roses all day. Okay, never mind. We get an 8-foot lure rod from him, which we will immediately use to catch our next fish. Because the first rod that you get is kinda meh. Anyway, here you see the chart. You have D to S quality bugs and flowers. The S quality ones give you 50 G gold. I don't know what's the actual currency. No, I need a second lure. We're gonna do a fishing shopping trip real quick here. We need 2 lures. This caddis dry fly, and we're gonna buy some rice balls and 2 oranges per usual. These are items that we can use to replenish our health. Oranges are 10 and the rice balls are 20 HP each. Now we have to go to the left side here to go fetch a carp. And we hear new music. This is perfect, like getting the rain in the night and now having this again so that we heard most of the music tracks of this game already. Okay, we're gonna... Yeah, I think we're gonna eat a rice ball here real quick. Then we change our gear to the 8-foot lure, get the spinner bait out, and try to get our carp. This does not look very promising. Maybe you are still a carp there? You are a carp. That's nice. So, unlike the fishing that we've seen so far with the first 2 catches, the lure fishing, we have to literally lure the fish in. You can do that by just pressing the reel in button. We just try to get it closer to shore so that we... What is this carp doing, please? It already starts with the orangey. So yeah, you basically want to get the fish as close to you as you can with the lure, and then best case just have like 2, maybe 3 reel in actions and be done with it. This is certainly not going to happen here because this carp is everything but behaving. This is 3 long patterns back to back. Okay, let's go. This okay, and I don't get a reel in. This is gonna go very well. I think I'm actually gonna lose this boy. Yeah. So we have a certain length on our rods, as I mentioned earlier. This one is 8 foot. That's not the fish that I want. Can you please bite? Thank you. Because I don't want a G-Corp. I just need a Corp. Maybe? Come on. Yeah, this should be a good one. Okay. So generally, the fish are just gonna bite the lure if it's actually moving. Like if you let it flop down like this, they are, as per usual, not gonna bite it. I'm gonna try getting this one a bit further towards me this time, I guess. Yeah, this is a bit better. Also, he did not go as far this time around. That's a pretty proper reel in as well. Not a short pattern. This one is behaving way more. Let's go. Okay, now let's hope that I will not get interrupted by some kind of monkey or crow. Because as I mentioned earlier, we do not really have the power right now to fight all of these animals in a good fashion, because I want to be able to one-shot them to actually go for them. So this girl here wants to have a carp, but it is the goddess of the pond. She gives us an axe. She also gives us a pick, but we don't need the pick right now. Also, I'm sorry, I should have warned for the sound, because the sound is very obnoxious there. But kinda in the flow right now. So yeah, we go to, I guess, the same guy that we saw first, who was freaking out over the earthquake that was happening. I think it's a pretty similar sprite. So he apparently lost his axe somewhere around the pond. But he thinks we are, I don't know, sleepwalking or whatever. That we think that the goddess was in the pond. Anyway, he makes us a bridge. We get to the summit. And we have to go and not get beat up by a lynx, please. Thank you. So, we have to go up here. We will see a familiar face up here. The girl that we saw at the start of the game. That told us about the earthquakes and the jewels. I hope I have enough HP to get to her. 1, 2, 5... Nope. I'm one step short. Okay, it's Yuki. She's here. She's on watch for the River King. But she tells us that we actually need rain for him to appear. Actually, I had more than enough HP, but I was a bit afraid. Because getting up there again is a bit obnoxious. So, here we die. That's fine. It's faster to get there while dying, because we just get sent to the inn that is at the start of the map. Here, for the time being, we do not want to heal, but we are gonna go and do a short money farm, which means it's probably a very good time for our host to take over for a little bit and tell us a few things about BSG and all the other stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I would love nothing more. For example, I could tell you about Luit, because these amazing BSG announcements are brought to you by the Luit LCT 440 pure microphone you are hearing right now. BSG is happy with Luit as our premium microphone sponsor. Focus on your needs and the help of modern and precise manufacturing techniques. Luit creates audio gear that makes you sound exceptional, whether you're a recording artist, content producer, or streamer. And of course, we've got microphones, but we also have screens. And for that, we have AOC screens. And of course, we want to give them a huge shout out as well for generously providing prices for our giveaways and supplying their top-notch gaming monitors for our events. These amazing gaming displays feature a 1440p resolution, 165Hz refresh rate, a 1 millisecond response time, low input lag, and 6 gaming modes, ensuring our gamers have the smoothest performance possible, which, okay, might not necessarily be necessary for a Game Boy game, but hey, for like all the PC gamers out there, I'm sure these are available. Also, I want to do a quick reminder because coming up in a couple of hours, we have the Final Fantasy IX run, and oh, my tab has been gone. No, okay, I found it again. For the we've got a few naming incentives for that run, and the Queen name for that run does not have any name right now. So just a few euros can get you a name in there. So if that's something you'd like to snipe, you still get like a couple of hours for that. But we're more than happy to have your donations. And with that, back to you.
Nice, thank you. So, as you've seen, I've been abusing the watch here to go back and forth between day and night. The game actually teaches you that you need to water the flowers if you basically want to get them again in the next cycle of day or night. Here, at the end, we could actually get around that because we got some rain, which automatically waters the flowers, which was very nice of the game, because I could just go back and forth there for 2 tiles and get to the day cycle again. And that's not what I wanted to do. And yeah, get the next batch of flowers there. I think this should be 6, but I might have miscounted. Let's just talk to her again. No, good. Okay. So, for now, we are gonna have 700 and something G's. Cannot fish here, I know that. So, we're gonna go to the beach now. And hopefully not get attacked here by any animal until we are in the next screen. Here, we just go and die again. Easy one, easy one. The inns also get progressively more expensive. Like this one is 10, the one in Stream, the second map that we went to is 20. On the summit up there where we were talking with Yuki, it's 40. So best case, you always wanna either heal here or heal at the beach. It doesn't make any big difference. No, spider, don't pounce me, please. Thank you. So the enemies that we encounter can immediately pounce us, which is just a direct attack. Or we get to choose what to do. If we attack, eat, or run. That's the only 3 options that we have. Attacking for now is really bad. Also, we are gonna buy the flippers here. They are gonna make the diving segments that we are gonna go into a bit easier. Actually, the 6 damage that I took, if I'm not going to take any more damage, is favorable, I want to say. But yeah, first off, new thing. We're going to go dive for some oysters here. Because there is a guy at the beach there who wants to have 3 oysters to make an oyster stew with ketchup. Don't judge him. It doesn't matter if it's gross or not. I'm gonna get 20 max health, which is very important. Because we are kind of tight on health in general at the start here. Well, start I say, we're 20 minutes in already. The problem is diving takes a lot of health, especially if you have deeper crevices to go through. So this is a very good thing for us. So we got the stew. We have 70 max health now. No, I have to eat first. Is this enough? I think it should be enough. So, next up, we need to get a pearl oyster. I think it's actually pea oyster. I might be misremembering. We need this for a quest that is gonna come up in just a little bit. I have to get down here. Okay, perfect. Near perfect. And we dive in again. And we just die. Yeah, this run involves a lot of dying. Because it is so much faster than walking around everywhere, and I was on 2 HP. I have to heal anyway, so why not just take the death? Because there are no recuperations, you don't lose any money or whatever. Also, I'm gonna take a safety save here, just in case the console wants to make a dumb thing somewhere. So, next up, we are gonna bribe a guy who is bullying a turtle. Yes, you heard correctly. This guy is bullying a turtle and wants $3 to stop. No, I don't want to fish the guy. So we give him the $3, which is actually 300 monies. Because conversion rates, it's probably just made in yen. So $3, 300 yen was at the time about the right thing, I guess. So we go dive here because we need something for a quest just coming up. Usually you would learn about this when going to where the turtle is now. Because we need a cloud seed slug to make a cloud seed. Or a cloud slug seed. Yeah, makes sense, right? The thing is, we need this to make rain in the summit area because the River King somehow made it so that it's only sunny up there. So we need to force the weather to change for him to actually be catchable. Here I hope that I will not get any encounters, which looks good. Okay. So this is apparently our dad. And the only way to be able to use the boat. Again, he is our dad. He wants us to get a pearl oyster because he fucked up with mom. He made her angry? I don't know. He just needs some pearls to make the girl happy again, I guess. And yeah, we have a very interesting segment of just going to the right with Dad's boat for a while, and then we go up for a while. Okay, here we go up, and we see the turtle again. We are gonna eat a rice ball to top off our health, and we dive. Of course we dive, because this is the diving segment. We will have one a little bit later. But yeah, we are gonna get to the Princess of the Sea if I get down. This is a bit tight, like you have about 10 HP to spare if you get the stew. You can raise your max HP in other ways, like there is another little quest where you have to... Oh, hi anglerfish. You sometimes don't even see the anglerfish. Yeah, there is another quest earlier on where you can get 10 for getting some crickets. There is another quest that we will do that gives you 40 max HP, which is very important. Also, fun fact, you can actually get into this room with 0 HP, so you will get into the room and immediately die. So you have to do the whole thing again. But yeah, we got the cloud seeds. Cloud slug seed, cloud seed slug, however around it is, goddammit. And of course, we die. Because that's what we do. Also, this girl is not important right now, but it will be in a little bit. So, also, we die. But also we're gonna heal now because the way up to the next map is way too long from here. I'm not gonna take that risk. But yeah, that girl has the quest for the 40 max HP. We will have to collect the 7 herbs of spring, I think is what it's called. It has been so long since I was actually reading text. And that's why we heal. Thanks, Bat. So you also gain... Are you kidding me? You gain experience for beating these animals, which I'm trying to do right now. Okay, that actually looks good. Thanks to our higher HP, we can actually one-shot some of them already. Really? Batman, get off my back. Anyway, your HP is your attack power. Like, basically, you attack for 50% of your HP if you get a normal hit in. If you get a crit in, which usually is on the face, you will roughly do the damage that your current HP is. So you want to have a really high HP stat to do a lot of damage. We have only one mandatory fight in the whole game. But for things like diving, having more max HP just means that you have to heal less and can make it a bit easier on you with not having to have like 7 different healing items on you. Here we do a little segment of just getting some more money in, because we will need more money. I should be roughly good for now, or no, I should actually be good until the end of the game. But depending on having to take additional ins and stuff, that's the wrong way. I was a little bit too early there. Yeah, if you take additional ins, it can very well be that you need money later on. Like, as I said, on the summit, the inn is 40 bucks. The one in the ocean area, which we did not see yet, but is kind of the end game. There it's 30, so it's quite a bit of money. Here, currently, I would actually love to see an encounter. Get my health a little bit down, but of course that's not gonna happen. Yeah. We will probably have to canoe all the way back. That's a little bit of a problem if you actually go and heal up fully. But it's not a big deal. So we go back to Yuki. We have the seed for the rain that she was telling us about. And now she is telling us that we need a special lure befitting of a king. Which, funny enough, the second big fish that we catch does not have such a requirement. I don't know why. Anyway. Okay, I think we're just gonna die real quick and heal. I was about to... Oh, perfect on the new day. It doesn't matter. You start at 6 anyway when you faint, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna take the heal here for 40. It's not a big deal. We get back our money anyway. We are getting fish money if need be from fish that we will have to catch in a... I'm just gonna call it a fish off, or I don't know, Shokugeki no fishy. I don't know. Let's call it whatever. Like it's basically a battle style where you have to catch a fish that is big enough to continue the game. No. Okay. Okay. This guy wants to get fisted. Okay, we're good. So, when we are fighting, it is completely random where our hand thing hand indicator goes. And you need to hit the body. What is this? What is going on? There's so many encounters. I don't like this. Anyway, we have obnoxious sound number 2 because we go to the goddess again. And we drop the axe into the lake. Sadly, it's not Excalibur, but it is a kind of weapon. There we have the goddess again, and yeah, I dropped the golden axe, I don't care. I think it doesn't matter which of the 2 you take. It's just faster to just mash into a yes and then take the 2 additional. I think you always get the 2 text boxes anyway. So yeah, we have to pick now, which we are gonna bring to this guy. I swear, okay. He's opening. I wanted to actually go up, but somehow I got denied by the controller, I guess. So, we didn't really do any quests involving fish so far, which is weird for a fishing game, right? This is gonna change now. Also, I hate fishing while it's dark, because I can barely see the fish. That was the wrong button. Let's do this again. Also, let's go to 420. That was perfect. Okay, there is fishies here. That should actually be the right fish even. That is indeed the right fish. So we want a brook trout. You saw a lady there just left of where I was fishing at first. She wants a brook trout and gives us a fish, fly fish rod for that. So again, trying to reel him in as far as we can before he bites. That was a pretty good one. This is pretty perfect. Nice. So. Yeah, she wants to cook the ultimate meal with this brook trout that we just caught. She gets us the fly rod. We're not immediately gonna use that, but there is a quest that I very much prefer doing. Okay, we will also seemingly pick up 7 different flowers on our way. And some bugs. More of that later. No, actually, more of that right here, because we have to pick this up as well. So we got some parsley. That parsley looked a bit weird, but I'm not gonna touch the parsley. Okay, going back again. In time. Okay. I think this is good. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna get a rainbow trout, because we need that to get a cucumber. Yes, you heard correctly. We are gonna exchange this fishy for a cucumber. Which, if you are a little bit aware of Japanese folklore, there is a mythical creature that is really into cucumbers. And that guy is the craftsman, where we have to bring our frog lure to make the ultimate lure to get the River King caught with. That was a bit spicy. I mean, this fish is not a problem to catch. Like, I think we already had harder fish than this one that we caught so far in this game. It's getting dark again, which is fine. We're just gonna go down here, talk to this girl. No! Okay, so that monkey could have just yoinked my fish. which would have meant that I would have to go up again and catch another one. Luckily, that did not happen. Okay, running away is working pretty well so far. I'm getting kind of lucky on that. Okay, here we got a turnip. That did not look like a turnip, but I don't know. It's just translated weirdly, all of it. But yeah, we're gonna go up here again. Actually, I want to get some HP back, just in case. There is technically a route where you can faint up there, but my personal opinion, it's not a very convenient route. Anyway, we are getting to catch bugs. Did we catch bugs already this run? I don't think so. I don't think we have. Okay, we are not catching bugs. We are changing to night again. Come on. Okay, can I have a dry daytime? I need dry daytime. Okay, there we go. Okay, bug catching. Perfect RNG on the first firefly. Now I just need the little boy. Sadly not. That's the wrong one. That's the one that we already have. This is the boy that we are looking for. 4 times? Pretty okay. Pretty okay. So, we go over here. The fireflies are gonna come into play pretty soon. So, it's the craftsman that is asking for cucumbers. Yes, it's a kappa. Of course it's a kappa. Kappas like cucumbers. So we got the fireflies because his room here is dark. I don't know why that's my problem. That he doesn't have any light in his home. But it doesn't matter. We gave him the frog lure. He now made the lure that is good enough to catch a hurricane. We got everything here. Oh man, I hope that we are gonna see one enemy in the summit. I usually hope to not see enemies, but that one I would like to see. And I'm not talking about grizzlies. Yeah, there are grizzlies that we are beating up by hand as a kid. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. Never mind. We are going to get 2 things here in this screen. Oh no. I did the wrong routes. No. No. Okay. What? Okay, the first one was on me. The second one, I don't know what the game did there, but it's okay. We have to go to the summit real quick again, because I did a mistake with routing to Yuki, but that's not too problematic. No, I don't want to fish. My menuing is a little bit off, I feel like. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I could do this later, but nah. No, we're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it. Because I actually like to have full HP, like the full 110 HP that we're gonna get to during my route of the run. I actually don't know too much about how other people route this. Okay, got the bee nettle. Now we can go back. I mean, the thing is, the maps mostly are like small enough that it's a minute max if you make a mistake somewhere like that. Okay, this is not really good weather-wise, because we will need to catch another bug in this screen on the way back up. Because it was night, I could not really get it anyway on the way up that I just did. But it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna manage. So, we are gonna go and collect 2 more flowers here. Which is the chickweed, and I forgot the last one. I actually forgot the last one. I don't know how it's called anymore. It's probably something that doesn't make sense anyway. Oh yeah, it's the shepherd's... whatever it is. Anyway, quest time. Well, quest time. Quest time was all the time already. So we are gonna get the 7 herb gruel that gives us 40 more HP. Which, well, max HP. Which gives us 110 now. We are going to sleep real quick. The flowers have regrown anyway, so we're gonna get new violets on the way up. Then hope that it's not gonna be raining in the stream. And get the last bug that we need. Also, I am currently not allowed to sell any of the flowers. Because the game does this very weirdly. If you go to the shop that... Of course it's raining. Thank you, game. If you go to the shop that buys flowers and bugs off of you, the bugs always sell first. And we got a dung beetle earlier, which we will still need, so we cannot sell currently. We are gonna back here and get some more roses. It's just a backup so that we have money for later on. And it's just 3, so it's pretty quick. So we gotta go and change the time to have night and then into day again, so that we hopefully get no rain. Okay, this is good. This is really good. Okay. Catching 4 bugs in 6 actions is pretty much perfect. So the RNG there was certainly smiling at me. Gonna take a safety save here. Just in case something happens. Okay, now we can go back to you. No, we cannot go back to Yuki yet. We need to actually use our fly fishing rod now. I just do that because of convenience. Because it's way easier to do it with this. Not a fan. Because these fishies are small and slow. Getting those onto the lure is a pain in my behind. I don't even know if you can do it properly, honestly. Okay, also we can of course reset fishies as well with changing date and time. I say date and time. We have exactly time. So we have to catch 3 of the fishies that I caught 1 of already. This looks slow. This is... okay, it's the right fish. Because the fisherman that we saw there is gonna give us a different lure rod for that. A way longer lure rod. I think we go from 8 foot to 14 if I remember correctly. Which is nearly doubling in size. which is cool because we have a very big fish to catch soon. But yeah, our third bream. And we got him. These are not a problem at all to catch. Of course, we are always gonna see the quest descriptions and stuff when we are talking to the people the first time, because the game cannot handle it. We have the stuff already. It's not like, oh hey, you did the thing already that I want from you. You actually have to actively trigger the quest that it's active. And the guy actually knows that he wants the stuff. I don't know. Okay, we're going back to Yuki. We're gonna change our gear to the new lure rod. And we have everything to catch the fishy. But who is that? It's Yuki's father. It's Zeus! Yes, it is that Zeus. That, I don't know, apparently likes fishing and sends his daughter because of all of the things that are going on. So we have our first fish off competition. And none of the fish wants to bite. So we have as much time as we need. We need one brown trout that is 65. Not you. That's a salmon. We don't need that. We need a brown trout that is at least 65 centimeters long. And as that can take a while... Okay, we quote-unquote hooked one. We don't know the size. We only know the size after getting it out of the water. So this could maybe take a little while to get one that is appropriately sized. Which means I'm gladly gonna give it over to our host again for a bit, so that it can talk about some things.
I can always talk about a lot of things. For example, I completely messed up my sheets. That is very amazing. If you didn't know yet, you are watching BSG, and BSG stands for Benelux Speedrunner Gathering, which is a dedicated organization focused on hosting marathons within the Benelux region. We're currently excited to be live streaming our annual event from our new venue, the Fletcher Hotel in Nieuwegein, the Netherlands. And if you're maybe living somewhere around the corner, somewhere near the vicinity of Utrecht, then come around. We're here all week. We're here until next Saturday. You're welcome to come here for a day. Our doors are always open, and hang out with us here. And what we're actually doing here is we're playing games fast. And we're doing so while raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues. Mind strives to provide support to individuals and families facing mental health challenges. So all of your donations during this event will go to Mind. And if you want to donate, you can just simply type in !donate in chat, or there's also a panel somewhere below the stream, probably, where you can also just get a link to donate. All right, back to you.
Thank you. So we are still finding the same fish. These guys are pretty bad. Like, most fish have, I think it's 9 patterns. Like, they always have a slow, medium, and fast pattern for making a short, a medium, or a long distance. But this guy's long distance, slow pattern takes forever. And it's like, I don't know, it's probably like a third of our rod size when he does that. I'm gendering the fish. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but over time we are tiring out the fish. Like, it doesn't give much resistance anymore with reeling it in. And honestly, I was playing it kind of safe with hooking it. So we were a bit off at the start, but I also got a pretty bad reel-in pattern immediately. Like, I think there are also 3 reel-in patterns. Like, there is the one where you can barely move the fish that we saw a few times already. There is a quote-unquote medium pattern where you get kind of good way, but it's also kind of slow still. But then there is the one that feels really fast when moving the fish in. So you want to have the long patterns, of course, as much as you can. But it's all RNG as far as I know, at least. I think there is someone who is kind of doing a little bit of research on that. We got him, and he is too small. Of course he is too small. I could now get zapped by Zeus, but we are not gonna do that. Because then I die. And dying is slow. And this is the wrong fish again, sadly. This is not very lucky so far here. Come on. Come on, stick. Thank you. That's too fast. Oh no, it's the right fish. Okay, we're gonna risk it a little bit more here. Not have him go from halfway. Because you can actually get them really close to... No? Okay. Good fishy. Do not bite yet. The thing is, you don't really know how close you are to the shore, but also with time you kind of have a good feeling how close you are. But also if the fish actually wants to come in is kind of random. Okay, medium pattern is fine. But I also didn't really get a good reel in. Yeah, figured. But yeah, this is gonna take a while, I figure. Oh, come on! Dude, please. Really now? Okay, we might actually lose this one. So yeah, welcome to the final boss of the game. It's not, but it also kinda is. Okay, I think I need a little bit of a drink here. It's been a lot of talking over the past 50 minutes already. Good that you can actually play this game with one hand. But yeah, sadly there is also not really much more that I can say currently. Because, well, you see the fish. The fish is not behaving. And there is no tech except for pressing one button to reel in, so... The only thing there is to pray that it's over 65 centimeters. And that it's not taking too long to reel in, all in all. But hey, we can enjoy the music. As I said already, the OST is pretty good, I want to say. It has like, I don't know, was it 8 or 10 tracks? But it's good stuff. Oh yeah. One thing that I did not really mention yet, I want to say, you can actually try reeling in the fish at the wrong time, which, yeah, basically screws up your whole turn. Saying it like it's kind of turn-based. Fishy gets away, fishy gets reeled in. I guess that makes sense to call it turn-based. Yeah, you basically lose your turn if you try to do it too early. That's a good boy. And Suze is impressed by my big brown trout. And cutscenes! Dun, 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 dun. Wait, no. Jaws would play in the ocean, so we have that. Hello. So we have that in the second part. That was not too bad, but still wasted a good 5 minutes on this. Also, the kid there wants to see a catfish. That's where I got my first flying rods, or de-flying rods in my earlier runs, but it's pretty bad. Okay, I think we're good. Change lure. The frog lure does not look different, but it is certainly different. What? There is one lone fishy. Okay. So, this is not the River King. You don't want this. Now we are technically, and it kind of makes sense as we just had Pokemon, I guess. We are shiny hunting. Because there is the same fish that you just saw, but in distinctively different colors, which are not so distinctively different. Basically, it's just a gray overlay over the whole fish. And it looks kind of jank, to be quite honest. But yeah, that's what we are looking for. And I'm not getting any bites, which is not good. Also, I still hate night, especially when it's raining, because you don't see crap. Hello? What is going on? Come on. Yes, there we go. That's the wrong one. It can very well be that we are here for a few minutes until I get the right fish. Or it can also just take 3 tries. But that's not even the hard part. The hard part is actually reeling in this guy. Because he is a very tough fish. I want to say it's actually the final boss of the run. Just in difficulty alone. Like, everything we still have to catch is kind of easy peasy. And I want to have him as close to shore as possible. But it's also risky. Like, if you go too close to shore, it can be that he's gonna go away. And knowing that this guy is kinda rare, I don't know, I want to say it's probably like a 5% chance or so to hook this guy instead of a regular snakehead. So, yeah, I just want to play it safe, still get a good reel at the start, of course, but play it very safe. And we got him! So, the game is called Legend of River King, right? So we are done. Right? Right? I have to mash faster, goddammit. But no! My brother Taro, he was attacked by a sea eagle. And he got it to the knee! No, he actually did not. He just injured his leg. But I like to do the Skyrim reference there with he took an eagle to the knee. So, now we have to go to the ocean, which we have not seen yet. So we have to go to our dad again and rent the boat. Why do we have to rent the boat from dad? God damn it. Why does dad want pearls and stuff from us to actually use his boat? I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't matter. We are now gonna go on to a little bit of a different boat ride. Because the Sea King is, well, I don't know, maybe he knows that we caught the River King, so the Sea King is unrestful. And he is afraid of us. I actually don't know. I really don't know what's the lore behind it. And it's raining already. Nice. Yeah. So there's a storm coming up when we try to go to the ocean. You can actually trigger this before doing the River King. I actually never checked that, but I learned that with derping around when I was practicing here. And we need a scarab to get past the storm. And I think the guy where you get the watch at the very start of the run is gonna tell you, hey, a dung beetle is a distinctively different scarab. I don't know the lore or etymology about that. If it's true that a dung beetle is a type of scarab. The only scarabs that I kind of know are the bugs that usually are connected to old Egypt. So I have no clue. I went way too far right. Hi, turtle. I guess we get to see the turtle again. That's also nice. But yeah, we can break through the storm now and go to the ocean. If I find my way there. That looks good. Okay. And first things first, we actually gonna go and heal. Because, I don't know. I think I done safe with only 85. I think it was only 85. So... next up we have the one, the only... not the only Joey. But the only fight that is mandatory. Because this girl is getting attacked by a sea eagle. And we got to level 2! I killed too many things on the way here. So, for saving her, we got a stuffed doll. Which is called Momo. Also, we want to go to the ocean, but there are mermaids. And of course, you stop mermaids from singing with a summer cicada. That's the black bug that we caught earlier. And... I don't know, the mermaids are gone. I really... No, sea eagle? No. No. Okay. We are gonna buy some things. Mostly juice. We need a lot of juice. Now, hopefully we don't need a lot of juice, but it could be that we need a lot of juice. Also, we need a new fly, which is the squid, which is the most expensive lure fly, whatever, in the whole game, if I remember correctly. we're gonna sell the fishies just to have some spare money. And we are good to go. So, next up, we're gonna get the distinctively faster boat. It's actually very much faster. I think it's about double the speed. We have our next dive segment, and also last dive segment. That is coming up on the very right part of this screen. Go up a little bit until we see that rock. I think you can also do it a bit lower, but I just know when I see that rock, it's fine. It is where we have to be. This is a pretty long... Ooh, okay, I don't know how I dodged that. But yeah, you get stuck and a little bit paralyzed when you poop into things there, so... We generally don't want to do that. That was like 50 HP that I needed. Usually it's like 45-ish. I think in general it would actually work out pretty well with the next dive that we have to do if I don't get hit at all. But yeah, these, I don't know, eels, water dragons, I have no clue what these should be. Okay. We have 16 HP left, that's fine. We have to drink a juice anyway, so it's all gonna be good. Now we're gonna go south to shipwreck. Did we ever hear this? Did we ever hear this track? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, juice. And we dive at the shipwreck to get into the shipwreck. So we just dived for 2 scallops. We need some information on an old man. And we go and say hi to some mermaids. Yeah, I know that I cannot fish in here. So she needs the scallops because she lost her bra. So we basically gave her a new bra, and we're gonna go dive here and die real quick. Because we certainly have the spare money to get a heal in real quick here. Also, that means we're not gonna talk to the old man yet, but we have our next fish off. And also our last one. I know it's sad, but we will need to catch a spearfish, which is a distinctively not swordfish. We'll see what I mean in just a little bit. So we go down, go left, we go back to the shore map. Just like the top one was the beach map. This is the shore with the turtle. And then we also have the ocean map, which is the one to the right here. Okay, that's good. We need to change the lure back to spinnerbait. Go up to like here. And now we hope that we get a spearfish, because there are other fishies here. Okay, this fish is not impressed by my lure, I guess. Are you impressed by my lure? Yes, you are. It's not the fish that I want, though. You? No. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of fish in this area, and it's kind of annoying. I might want to use a different lure in runs that I will do in the future? I don't know. Yeah, this is way too high. When I see the turtle, I'm way too high. Okay. Come on. Stop teasing me. Come on. Of course you go the other way. I have a feeling that this guy doesn't want to bite. Also, if you hit the fish, they're gonna get away. Now he wants to. That's still the wrong fish. Did I not change the bait? No, I changed the bait, right? I changed the bait. Come on. I hate fishing out in the ocean. Okay. Oh, we are way too high again. Dude, what am I... Yeah. What is going on? How unlucky am I getting currently? Dude. Okay. I changed the lure. Okay. This is very interesting. Maybe? There we go. So, this boy has to be 230 centimeters. aka 2 meters 30, aka... God damn it, I have no clue how many foot that is. Something like, I don't know, 7'6", 7'6", something like that. I did not want him to bite yet. It's fine. It's fine. Like, the literal worst fish in the run we already caught. So that's not an issue. Like, this guy is very floaty. Like, if you get a reel in, it's usually the same or more than what he can get away with. It's not a fight like we had with the River King. Ah, damn it. That would have been an unreal time if I would have gotten that and then also an instant Sea King. Okay. Come on. I'm feeling like I'm doing this very convoluted here. Okay, you don't want it. Oh yeah, also we are getting thirsty if you're out on the sea for too long because saltwater wind, I don't know. Exactly. Joey is a good one. He's hydrating. Which you guys should also do. Okay, and we're gonna go to daytime again. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of fish. Okay. One fish was just like, yeah, nah. I don't want anything to do with this. Okay, we have another spearfish, distinctively different swordfish. I don't even know. The other fish exists, so I figured the spearfish also exists. I have no clue though. Or if it's a translation thing, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just gonna let him bite. The chances that he's getting away are pretty small. I say when he has like the longest pattern ever, and after that doesn't let me reel in and goes for a long pattern immediately again. And doesn't let me reel in, of course. Okay, he's gone. Pretty positive that he's gone. Okay, no, not yet. I have no clue how much I can reel. Okay. Because like usually you see like the top part here. Like you see when you're not really reeling in anymore. But if it's just blue, you don't see anything. He really doesn't want to, huh? Also very important. When I get the spearfish of the size that I need, I also need to walk a few steps and not get Navy sealed. There are seals that are very eager to steal these fishies. I hope we will not see that happen. Because for whatever reason, they tend to always take the big fish. Makes sense, I would also take the big fish if I already steal fish, I would certainly take the big fish. But I don't want him to take the big fish. Okay, this seems to be a little bit of a longer fight, so Floha, if you have something that you can bring to the people again, feel free.
Well, I've got some knowledge to share.
Oh no.
Because I did my research, and I can tell you that most kinds of dung beetles are indeed scarabs.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you for that input.
Yeah, and I can also tell you what we're raising money for. Because we are raising money for Mind, who are a nationwide organization to prevent mental health issues. Because in every region of the world, mental disorders surpass 10% of the population. And governments seem to lack momentum in reducing the burden of mental health problems, as only 55% have mental health awareness and only 8% have suicide prevention plans. And this is where organizations like mine help raise awareness to the issue and helping us get one step closer to a world where everyone gets the help they need, which is an absolutely fantastic cause. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to share for now. Back to you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the last one was sadly 213, but we need 230. So we need another spearfish. And this time I'm actually gonna try getting a little bit of a better catch here. Because there are a lot of these fishies in the ocean. So okay, come on. Bite now. Look at a long pattern. This could actually be a reel-in. Yes. Yes. There we go. So this is the second to last thing that we have to do. Because we're gonna be doing a little bit of trolling in a bit. Going to the old man here. He doesn't want to talk to no one. Because he's an old man. But we got that stuffy from his granddaughter, the Momo plushie. So he actually wants to talk to us now. He wants to do a fish off against me. For the honors of being able to get the trolling rod. Okay. Wrong button. And we win. Because I already know how big the fish has to be. So we get the trolling rods. That's all the trolling we're gonna do. We have one more thing left in the game to do. No, actually there is a lot of things to do. You can actually hundo this game and like catch 80 plus fish, I think, and then fight against the king of fish, which, I don't know, Zeus transforms himself into the king of fish. I don't know where that ties into Greek mythology, but it has to be true, right? I mean, it's in this game. But yeah, we're gonna see our second cutscene. Is it the second? I think it's the second, yeah. As soon as we get into the right area. I said as soon as we get into the right area. Oh, wait, no. We have to have the trolling rod out, otherwise the cutscene doesn't trigger. There we go. So, now the trolling rod. The most trolling it does is trolling me, usually. That's a bluefin tuna, but not the one that we are looking for. So that was the right fish. It was just not the right fish. Because we are doing some shiny hunting again. Okay. There is a lot of fish here, holy. Okay, come on. Also here it has a little bit of a gray shadow over it. If it's blue, it's not good. There is the boy! Okay. After I catch this, there is another very small cutscene which has a black screen at the end with end ... question mark. And when the question mark appears, don't... Thank you. The question mark appears, that would be time. Okay, now you can bite. Come on. Come on, boy. Good boy. Bad boy. Don't go that long, please. Oh. Okay, we might be in for a bit of a fight. But yeah, this is... Of course I'm gonna jinx it now, but I think if I don't make any mistakes, it's sheer impossible to get an RNG seed where you can actually not catch him, because he is also very floaty, like the spearfish that we had earlier, which makes him kind of easily catchable. Come on. Okay, that's not enough. Oh, come on. I think this might actually still be in PB territory. if he actually is not a bot and lets himself be caught. Soon, TM. But, okay. It's time to mash. Telling the old guy, because apparently he caught this boy, or well, an earlier incarnation. At some point, I don't know, maybe 300 years ago. Small cutscene here with family and Yuki. Looking inside of the jewel and... ... and time. Woo! Woo! Indeed. Indeed. Okay, let's... I actually don't know my PB time by heart. Let's see here real quick. I mean, we went like 15 under, so I think I have a minute or two here to spare. Legend of River King 2, there it is. 0 active players. Feel sad, man. Yes, that's a 3-minute PB. Whoa! But sadly still not the sub 125. Maybe someday, maybe someday. But yeah, thanks to the community. It was a very warm welcome. It's a rather small community. Mostly also has people of the Harvest Moon community in there, like Demo. Thanks for all of the tips regarding the game. Yeah, it's nice to see that people still are kind of trying around also with seeing the RNG seeds and whatever they can get out of the game. Even though sadly it didn't really get to fruition yet. We don't have any RNG manips or stuff, at least not anything that I know of. Yeah, that's it from my end for tonight. Next up is gonna be Ash with ESA, and I'm gonna give it back to the desk.
All right, thank you very much, Yume, for that amazing run. Yeah, coming up next is Isharia with Environmental Station Alpha. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back after a short break.